Hello and welcome to Asia Calling, your window on Asia. In today's program, South Korea looking for buyers for its weapons. And the Vietnamese government tries new ways to stop traffic jams. Also, we attend this year's top contemporary art exhibition in Afghanistan. Welcome to the program. I'm Rebecca Hinchke. South Korea is looking overseas for buyers for its weapons, and countries in Southeast Asia are in its sights. But some observers worry that arms exports to the region might make regional tensions even hotter. Jason Strother has more from Seoul.
The Seoul Aerospace and Defense Expo attracts arms manufacturers from across the globe. It is also a venue for South Korean firms to showcase the latest in technology for weapons on land and in the air. Baek Yoon-hyung is a South Korean Air Force pilot and spokesperson for the government agency, the Defense Acquisitions Program Administration, DAPA. He says ever since the Korean War, 6 decades ago, his nation has needed to develop a strong defense industry.
That war has not been finished yet. That's why we have to have many kinds of defense.
South Korea's defense industry is on the move. Expos and military parades, like this one in October, aren't only designed to show the country's strength to rival North Korea, they're also a platform to attract buyers overseas. According to DAPA, South Korea's military exports have grown tenfold in the past decade, totaling just over $2.3 billion in 2012.
Basically, Korea doesn't have very advanced technologies, but we have general and very rigid technologies. We could share the market in this certain place. We aim to expand to the niche market.
But not all South Koreans want their nation to be an arms exporter. Some peace activists say selling weapons only encourages conflict. Yal Ok is with the group World Without War.
사실 모든 국가에서 무기를 사거나 이렇게 개발하는 이유를 대부분 이제 테러리스트나 외부의 위험으로부터 우리를 지키기 위해서라고 얘기를 하고 있어요. 그리고 사실 우리가 판매하고 있는 무기가 다른 나라에서 어떻게 쓰일지는 사실 아무도 모르는 거고요. 그리고 사실 한국이 그 무기를 파는 것을 통해서 그 나라 사람들의 목숨을 돕는 것이 아니라 사실 왜 그들이 테러리스트가 됐고 왜 다른 나라와 분쟁을 일으킬 수밖에 없는지에 대해서 좀 더 관심을 가지고 무기를 파는 것이 아니라 그들을 화해하게 만드는 것이 사실 우리가 원래 가져야 하는 목적이라고 생각을 하고요.
South Korea has already joined the ranks of the world's weapons dealers. Korea comes in 15th in terms of total sales. Government officials say the nation wants to break into the top 10. Ambitious newcomers in the global arms trade, like South Korea, are a concern to observers at the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI. Senior researcher Simone Vezaman spoke with Asia Calling over Skype.
Sometimes they will look for those markets in places where, well, slightly dodgy places, so to say, places where not everything is okay. Places where, for example, human rights are an issue, where internal tensions or tensions with neighbors are an issue.
Vezaman says that Southeast Asia is a prime market for South Korea and other arms exporting nations because of territorial disputes.
Lots of countries are willing to sell weapons to that region, to Vietnam, to Indonesia, to Malaysia, to the Philippines. All countries would have a problem with China in the South China Sea.
And Vezaman is concerned that exports there will only increase those tensions. The Philippines and China, in particular, are at odds over the ownership of waterways and a series of small islands in that sea. And reports say that Beijing is not happy that Seoul is selling military equipment to Manila. But analyst Kim Byung-gi of Korea University says the Philippines has a genuine need for security that South Korea can provide for.
The Filipinos have a right to have a defensive weapon to both deal with internal human trafficking, terrorists, narcotics, and criminal organizations that are connected to the outside world, and of course to have at least a minimal and a robust defense capability against a great power.
DAPA's Baek Yoon-hyung says the South Korean government recognizes these regional concerns.
When you consider the opening the market, opening sales to the other country, we consider the neighboring countries' relationship as well as that then there's a possible dispute So we don't want to cause any trouble between the countries.
Baek says that by following those standards, South Korea hopes to land more and more weapons deals.